Okay. So we found this remote area that is off a south road near Quinault River, and nobody's around. It's nice to get away from COVID. So if you watch, if you could see over there, there's over there. So I will cross this. It gets steep and then it gets shallow. So over here, there's like this plateau, and then there's more water over there. So we noticed this log we see this all the time, and I don't know if tourists do this or not, but this place seems relatively untouched. These are my footprints from earlier. So, just keep on following. See that log? I'll go closer. Tourists or somebody do this weird stuff with logs. Same thing over here. So look at those three right over there. Let me see that. I'll go closer. This, and if you can see from this area, look at this. This is like major Bigfoot country. So, anyway, what we're going to do as a test, just to see if there's stick people or something like that, we added 3 additional rocks. Actually, no, those 3 rocks right there that you see are whoever did that. We see this all the time, like I said, on beaches, stops. These ones here I just put together to see if they'll be rearranged tomorrow morning after we wake up as a test. My husband is to see how far we kind of traveled. You can't even see the water. He's over there. He pointed out one thing because we watch a lot of paranormal shows. He pointed out that water and a lot of these rocks we're finding, these rocks have crystals in them. They're sparkly, and they tend to retain, I guess, a lot of energy. And so does flowing water, in terms of not just the power of water and its energy, but something about it being paranormal, I guess. So this whole place, if you think about it, if we were going to have that mindset, there's nothing but flowing water there. You see that? Get closer. So look at that. More water. water. It flows over there. So the mountains are up there. Look how big these... This is the Pacific Northwest, by the way. Kind of creepy to some people. To me, it feels like nature. I'm half Native American, so I guess it comes as natural habitat for me. It feels more like home here than it does in the city where I live. There's a lot of contentment here. Something that a city doesn't have. So, have a look at the pretty water. And it's weird because this is like a secluded place. I don't think people figured out how to get down here quite yet. Notice at the creek that we can't see where I just started filming. Can't see it. Well, there's a big log in the way, but two, it's over those rocks over there. And then there's a dual one that's just as pretty. And earlier I saw a tadpole of sorts. I was trying to catch them, but those things are fast. So what do you think? Pretty or what? So I'm from a tribe that are from the water people. Maybe that's why it's easy for me to get into this cold glacier type water and not feel cold. My husband is white, not being racist, that's his race, and he can barely stand the water because it's so cold, I guess. Now I have to step on these big giant rocks. I need to get to the sand because I'm using not sandals, but like sandals. My feet are starting to hurt from these big rocks. So over there, that blue thing, that's our car. To give you an idea, like a basis of comparison. So, see any paranormal activity? Just kidding. It's beautiful though. This is how we were meant to be with Mother Earth. We're meant to coexist, not contaminate it. Not supposed to pollute. I noticed a few cans out here and I'm like, some people are just straight out disgusting. No respect for the Mother Earth. No respect for the land. I mean, this is a relatively untouched place, and to see a tin can out here, it was really, other than everything crazy going on in the USA right now, that little thing bothered me because insulting the earth just doesn't roll with me. Earth has done many things for us. We're meant to coexist, and we're not coexisting right now with Mother Earth. Now, you're probably wondering, how can a Republican say such a thing, right? You think every Republican is the same? They're not. As I just explained to you, my views. Call me a Trumper, a GOP. We don't all think alike. What the Democrats are doing right now is a power struggle, and they're not at peace with nature. GOP probably isn't at peace either, but if I was to identify with one party or the other, I might actually identify with the third party. but I was a Trumper. I still am, but with all this censorship and everything going on these days, and the disinformation, misinformation, however you want to word it, starting to question everything. But this here, there's nothing to question. You know what it is. Might be better if we go back to the old barter system. I trade you a rock for a stick. Okay, that's Brett. Hey, did you get the water from up in the thingy?
Nah, I'll have to take a walk over there with the GoPro.
Can you please grab the water from the back of the trunk?
Oh, that.
Oh, that's the water. The water's so cold that we can actually, well, I'm pretty sure you probably heard of this, but a lot of people use it for cooling their drinks when they're out camping or visiting a place like this. I don't have to go over these big giant rocks. Unfortunately, I inherited my father's feet. My father's white and my mom is Native American. And I didn't get the flat feet. Unfortunately, I got high arcing feet. Brett, however, has flat Indian feet, which is kind of bananas. At any rate, check this out. Somebody built a dam of some kind. It looks like it's somewhat was meant to do something with the fish swimming upstream. I have no idea. It sure is pretty, isn't it? We're going to pull out some paranormal equipment just for the sake of it. Just out of curiosity purposes. I am always a curious person. So we're going to pull out EMF and one of them ghost box things. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes off. Look at all this nature. It's beautiful. This is where we the people are meant to be. We're supposed to be here. Okay, quit recording. Say hi, Brett.
Hello.
And
I'm making video too.
And thank them for being part of the documentary. Okay.